Hi family, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and today I'm back again with another video. And today I'm going to be telling you a story about my breastfeeding experience and the newborn stage, because that got me out of the window very fast. So I hope that you guys enjoy these stories, because they're two in one. I hope that you guys enjoy the stories, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below what you thought of the video or your thoughts about it. With that being said, let's get on to the video. So when it comes to these two stories, I don't even know which one to take first, because nobody prepared me for the breastfeeding, nor did nobody prepare me for the newborn stage. I know everybody has been telling me, oh, wait until we have the baby, it's gonna be like this, like that, and I was like, every child is different, but boy was I not expecting this. But let's start with the breastfeeding story, because that was so basically it started with me wanting to breastfeed, because at the end of your weeks when you're gonna give birth, you usually have a midwife appointment, and then they write in your journal whether you want to breastfeed or not. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. It's so good to breastfeed your kid, and you know, everything that's important, they'll need it and they'll get it through breast milk. So I was like, I'm gonna try it. And people told me it hurts the first time, and I was like, I mean, let me get prepared mentally for the pain. I was prepared mentally for the pain, but I wasn't prepared for, what is it called in English? Mjölkstockning. Milk stocking. I don't know what it is in English, but in Swedish it's called mjölkstockning. So when you have that, you can even get headaches a lot. So when I started to breastfeed, we were at the hospital, I had given birth, they told me to try breastfeeding him. I did, and I thank God that he latched really well and very fast. And yeah, it hurt, but then I was like, you can bear the pain and then it disappears. The more he breastfeeds, the more it disappears. But mind you, the first few days you don't have milk in yet. So I was like, I hope my baby's satisfied, you know. But then that wasn't even the biggest thing. I came back home. I was waiting for my milk to kick in, because I was like, I want my kid to be eaten. I think because I got out of the hospital after 3 days, and then the fourth day we came back home. The morning after that, oh boy, I woke up with so much pain in my breasts. I was like, what's happening? I said, what's going on? I couldn't even turn in bed. I needed to lift my breasts up to turn the other side. That's how bad it was. But then I was so mad at my mom and Merve, because I was like, they didn't tell me that this hurts this bad. They just told me that breastfeeding hurts, but they didn't say it hurts when you get milk in. And I didn't know how to get it out. My breasts were so hard, my child wouldn't even latch, because it was so hard. I bought a pump. It was paining to pump. I didn't even know how to pump. I was like, I don't know what to do. So the whole day went by with me crying, because my child is not feeding and I have way too much milk that's not coming out. You know, it was not coming out, but it hurts so bad. And I regretted then and there why I chose to breastfeed, because I was like, I mean, if it was gonna hurt this bad, I wish they didn't even tell me to try it. So why did mom tell me it's a good idea for me to breastfeed? Why did she tell me it's good to try? I was blaming mom and my sisters so much. I was just like, I wish I didn't breastfeed, because I would have been fine with my baby. At night I'm not sleeping. And then it went well. After like that day, the next day I was able to pump. So it hurt so bad to pump. I wasn't ready for it, but I needed to get the milk out somehow. And when I got it out, I was so relieved. But then again, my boobies get filled with milk, and I'm like, what's happening? I thought it's gonna stop. It didn't stop. It literally didn't stop. I remember the first few days I was asking ChatGPT, how can you stop milk from coming in? And Chat was not being helpful. He was just telling me, you pump, but don't empty the boob. There's still gonna be milk coming in. I'm like, Chat, I need it ASAP. But he was like, sorry, they're experiencing pain, but we cannot do anything very fast. You cannot do anything naturally unless you go to the hospital for them to give you some medication to stop you from getting milk. And I was so close because when I was not latching, I was tired of pumping at night, and because we were waking up every 2 hours. I needed to literally breastfeeding, but I cannot sleep because I'm hurting. So the first few weeks, the newborn stage, I could not even sleep for real because my boobies were hurting so bad. Like, it was hurting so bad because I got so much milk. All the time I empty out, I get more. All the time I empty, I get more. So I was just like, God, what's happening? I was this close to going to the hospital to tell them to just stop my milk from coming in, the milk flow from coming in, because it was so painful. But all the time I thought about it, I was regretting it because I was like, my son, he needs to eat. And that's where I started trying formula, mixing it with formula, because I knew that I would want to stop breastfeeding also in the coming months. I didn't want to do it for a very long time. I just wanted to do it until he's out of the newborn stage, and then I switch back to, switch fully to formula. So yeah, but still now I'm still breastfeeding my kid. But then it didn't just stop there, because the pain just continued and continued and continued even till now. When I get milk stocking, milk flow, something, when I get it, it still hurts. But I'm happy that they say with time it will stop. With time it will not hurt anymore. But mine is still hurting, and I'm soon 3 months postpartum, but it's still hurting as if it's like yesterday. Whenever I get my milk, it's just still hurting. But I'm happy that I chose to breastfeed and I experienced breastfeeding, but it was not easy. And it's something that I really wish somebody warned me about, but nobody did. But I'm happy that I now got the hang of it, and I know how to do stuff now with breastfeeding, which I'm so happy about. But onto the next story, which is the newborn stage. The newborn stage, where did it start? Well, it started with them telling me, after pushing out my kid, they told me the kid is probably gonna sleep the whole day. So don't worry, it's normal, he's just tired. And I was like, okay. He slept the whole day, and I was like, my kid is not crying. And my husband, I remember in the hospital, he was like, oh, we're so happy we don't have the crying babies. I was like, yeah. We came back home. It was good. The first 3 days, they were good. He was calm, and they told us at the hospital to set a timer every 2 hours. He needs to eat. So that's what we started doing as soon as we came back home. Every 2 hours, like, we were feeding him. Even during the night, as soon as it's 2 hours, as the alarm clock goes off, and then we feed him. But then we realized that within time, he started gaining weight normally. We took him to the hospital because they needed to check him after 2 weeks. They checked him, and then he had already passed over his birth weight, So they told us, you don't need to wake him up for feeds all the time. Let him wake you up. Whenever he wakes up, you just understand he needs to be fed, diaper, etc. So that's what we did, which was really amazing, because then we started sleeping more. But the newborn stage, I don't think it was challenging on the sleeping part, but a little bit, because sleep is really important. I was taking it for granted, because I was like, Mom, the newborn stage is not gonna kick me because I usually sleep late. I usually wake up early. It's not the same when you have a kid, because when I didn't have a kid, I could decide when I wanted to sleep, when I wanted to wake up. But now with a kid, you can't. The only thing you can decide, follow his schedule if you're so smart. So we learned that the hard way. We thought, Benaya is gonna be sleeping through the night, or maybe sleeping very well. But the newborn stage, those first 2 months, I saw no. They were not good. They were not fun. Benaya was in and out of the hospital all the time because he had gas problem. He gets easily uncomfortable. He's a very sensitive baby. He gets easily uncomfortable if he has gas. And during the newborn stage, he didn't know how to pass his own gas, so we needed to do the massage. We needed to help him with a lot of things, but we didn't know better ourselves. So as soon as he started crying, we went to the hospital immediately. And as soon as anybody just told me, oh, poor Benaya, I was like, yeah. And I started crying. I was so emotional during the newborn stage. And then after that, we were in and out of the hospital. The child couldn't stop crying or constantly. I thought he was constipated, but he was breastfeeding fully, so they told me he cannot be constipated. So when we took him to the hospital, they helped us with the pysventil. In English, I think it's a windy. It helps if you put it in the kid. It will help them like get out all the gas and help them poop. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. I was just like, my kid is suffering. But as soon as they did that on him, he was so quiet. It was so good. We went back home from the hospital. We got that thing with us and we were so happy. But then 2 days later, again, he starts crying. He's uncomfortable. But luckily, that thing helped us. So all the time he was crying and uncomfortable, we knew that we just need to massage his belly with oil. And then we just put in that thing, insert it in, and he's going to be relieved. You know, the gas is going to come out. Until it stopped working. It stopped working when he started passing his own gases naturally, and then he was just now crying. We didn't know what's wrong. So we were sleeping so bad at night. During the day, it was horrible. The kid is not sleeping, and it was just like, I understand why people don't want to have children. God, this is so hard. It is so hard, way harder than I thought. Like, I thought it's gonna be easy, and I'm really happy that we're two. I'm not one. I'm not like, you know, alone in this. We're two people, which is so helpful. So to every single parent out there, I don't know how you do it, but I would never go through the newborn stage alone. I can't. I would never do that because it is really hard. You need to recover. Because remember, guys, I had a 3rd-degree tear. So waking up every single night to feed Benaya was really hard. Whenever he cries, I cannot pick him up very fast, you know, to breastfeed him. No, because I need to take time slowly to sit, because I couldn't sit down like very well the first few weeks, I would say month. I couldn't sit down very well because of the 3rd-degree tear. So nights were really hard for me. During daytime was really hard for me. I got a lot of help. My mom was here, my sister was here, my husband's family came over, but I just still felt like I'm not okay, you know. I'm passing through the newborn stage with my kid, but I need to heal. Like, it was like a lot going on during the newborn stage, and I think it would have been much easier if I didn't have a 3rd-degree tear, because I would easily attend to my kid, but I couldn't easily do that. I needed to wake up my husband and he could take care of the kid. And I felt like I was leaving their responsibility to him, because I was like, I cannot really do much, you know. If I sit down for so long, I get so much pain. If I stand up, I get so much pain. During the newborn stage, I was also in and out of the hospital all the time because of my 3rd-degree tear. There was a little bit of a complication, and to know that I had a nerve skada, a nerve, I don't know, something like that, nerve skada. I had it, and I didn't know that, so I was in and out of the hospital. Benny was in and out of the hospital during the newborn stage, and I felt like I'm not getting help. My son is not getting help. Like, what's going on? But then when the newborn stage ended, my son started sleeping like an angel. Sleeping 6 hours, 7 hours, you know. The first time he can sleep from 9 p.m. till, I don't know if it's 9 p.m. I think, yeah, 21, yeah, from 21, and then he wakes up like around 3 or 4. And then he eats, and then he sleeps immediately till 8. So like we were so happy when the newborn stage was over. He was sleeping, he was passing gas, he was eating very well, you know. A little bit of a stomach problem, he still needed help with pooing, but so we managed it, you know. And we found out that he had colic, made him cry all the time. He could cry a lot. We went in the hospital all the time. He could cry a lot. Mom was like, Benaya, there is nothing wrong with Benaya. I was like, Mom, there is, because he's crying. Why is he crying? But thankfully everything passed, and now he's just a happy baby. He's just now passing through a phase, a sleep regression phase, which is not fun, because now he's just sleeping 4 hours, and then he takes long to sleep during the night, and then he sleeps 2 3 hours extra, and then he sleeps again, and then it's not like a full night sleep like he used to do, but he's much better. The newborn stage got me thinking a lot, but I thank God we made it out of the newborn stage, and now we're just like parents to a baby, not to a spad born, to a newborn infant, whatever they call it in English. But I'm really happy it went so well, and we managed to pass through that. Soon he's turning 3 months, which is gonna be a huge milestone for him. But he's a really active baby, and I really thank God for everything that we passed through during the newborn stage, because I think it gives me a lot of erfarenhet. It's called a lot of experience. So next time with my other baby, it will be easier. Even if it's challenging, we will know how to navigate through everything. So that was my story about the newborn stage and the breastfeeding. I hope I didn't forget anything really, and if I did, I'll just, as I usually say, I'll clear it up on TikTok. But that's it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed the story, and if there is more that you guys want to know, just comment down below and I will surely do the video. And as I said, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below what you liked about the story and what else video ideas you have that I can make. And I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye.